Good morning, I'm Sasha Dorje Meyerowitz, the project manager here on the Sangdo Palri Temple project. It's a beautiful, beautiful spring day here in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. So we thought it'd be a nice day to take some time and give a tour of the temple. So I hope you'll join us in that. And driving up here this morning, I noticed a couple of the other temples in the area. There's a Tibetan Buddhist temple not far from here. And there is a Hindu temple you can also notice driving up. And I felt quite moved to see them standing out of the mountains as they do, and thought, wow, Crestone really is a spiritual place and a place of temples. It's well suited to that. So let's go inside and look forward to showing you around. This is the main shrine room of the temple. It's about 1,600 square feet. There's an additional library area that makes it a little bit bigger. And this shrine room will house Guru Rinpoche and the 25 disciples. On this wall, when you first walk in, will be where the main shrine sits. So Guru Rinpoche will be there. There'll be lineage tankas on either side. And then when there are teachings here, on this wall will be where the thrones are set. So this space will contain both the shrine and then be a teaching space as well. The room also has 3 protector rooms. There'll be distinct shrines in those rooms as well. Our finish is going to be on the simple side, in accordance with the general Japanese aesthetic of the temple, but there will be some significant Tibetan motifs in this room and in all the shrine rooms. When you exit the main shrine room, you come into this vestibule area. It's going to be a service station of sorts. When the Chupans are assisting in rituals, they'll have some storage space here, and they'll be kind of coming in and out with offerings and different utensils. This way is what's called the Manglashabhuti room. This will be where visiting teachers or our teachers, Igor Rinpoche, can rest during programs or eat a meal. And then over here is the kitchen, where meals will be prepared and tormas will be made. So this is sort of going to be a bit of a busy highway when the temple is highly active. And then behind me are the stairs leading up to the 2nd floor shrine room. So that's where we'll go next. After coming up the stairs from the 1st floor, you'll enter into this passageway area. Right now it's completely open to the outside, and you get a real strong blast of light and sense of the and freshness of the environment surrounding the temple. It's quite strong. When the construction is completed, there will be a door here, so this passageway is protected from the weather during inclement weather, and people going in and out of the shrine room don't have to worry about snow and rain and those things. But those doors can also be open so that circumambulation can continue around the 2nd floor shrine room. For those who aren't familiar, that's one of the traditions in Tibetan Buddhism, is to circumambulate these sites like this and make prayers and aspirations. So on all 3 floors, we've preserved the ability to circumambulate as well as just enjoy the extraordinary setting. So let's head inside and take a look at the 2nd floor shrine room. So this is the 2nd floor shrine room, and this shrine room is devoted to Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. We have an exquisite 7.5 foot tall Avalokiteshvara statue that will abide in this space, and we'll build a whole shrine around Avalokiteshvara filled with many other objects and statues as part of this 2nd floor shrine room. This temple is constructed basically out of 3 shrine rooms. The large shrine room to Guru Rinpoche on the 1st floor, this shrine room where Avalokiteshvara will be on the 2nd, and then on the 3rd floor the shrine room is devoted to Amitayas. And those 3 deities have a relation. Guru Rinpoche is considered to be a manifestation of basically both, but in particular Avalokiteshvara, and Avalokiteshvara is considered to be an expression of Amitayus. One of the extraordinary qualities that I hope you got a sense of in some of the shots from this second floor veranda is the quiet or the silence of this location. Crestone, and in particular Samtenling, where the temple is located, is one of the quietest places I've ever been. And most people who come here remark on that silence that really provokes you to look inward. At the same time, it evokes a greater appreciation of the natural environment too. So while the temple is in many ways very remote, it seems that remoteness is integral to what this temple has to offer and how the experience of the temple will be for visitors. And this is the top of the temple, on the inside, the third floor shrine room. That will be the home for the Amitayus statue and many, many statues of lineage figures. And it's a much more intimate and focused shrine room, and it seems appropriate that we start with the grandeur of the Guru Rinpoche shrine room and work our way up to this very simple and small shrine room with these incredibly vast views of the surrounding areas. So this is one of the extraordinary views from the third floor veranda. There's a little bit of a cheat here because the railing you see to my right is, and the extension of the veranda is a temporary structure to help do the soffits and some other work on the trim. So it's a little bit more spacious out here than it will be in the long run, but gives you a feeling of the height and again the presence of the mountains and the surrounding and the relationship of the temple to that. I hope you enjoyed this tour of the Sangdo Palri Temple today, and it's been my privilege to share it with you. All across the world, temples represent in many ways that those qualities that we aspire to develop inside back to us. And so there's a relationship in seeing the temple of reminding us that there is so much to the human soul and spirit that could come out. And I think that having a temple like this and directing aspirations and prayers, all these spiritual sites and churches and mosques and any building or even sacred place of that nature that's been a focal point for people over centuries, I feel it becomes a stronghold of all those aspirations and prayers, and resonates with all that human beings have expressed there of their, again, own aspirations to give birth to what they have confidence is inside. And as a stronghold, those buildings reflect that back to us. So there's a give and take there that's quite powerful and beautiful. So in this wonderful land of temples and sanctuaries that is Crestone, we really strongly aspire and wish and feel confident that the Sangdo Palri Temple will be yet another significant focal point for a spiritual life and prayer and aspiration, and become that beacon of hope that we're talking about in that intelligent way, where we know when we look at it, it's telling us something about ourselves as much as it's telling us about a lineage, about spiritual heroes who have accomplished so much through their own perseverance and faith, and again, finally, what we can do, and then what we can share with others. So please keep the temple in your thoughts and make it an object of your hope and refuge and your aspirations too. Thank you very much.